just like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed on blessed. I don't GA, you tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Carr's Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Wilson has it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing his car on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Carr again. Dancing to his left. And some space here. Room to run past midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A toss play. This is Lynch. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Carr now on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The tight end in motion right. They'll run again with Lynch. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it'll bring up third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. In motion, Patterson. Carr going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And just like that, it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They do go for it. It's Carr. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Give him 6 on the play there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart, yeah, even for Cordero Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, 60 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out to kick is Janikowski. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Smith now on second down. Being chased out left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Travis Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Carr throwing on second down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshawn. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw with Carr. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There is no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on second down is Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one goes for 24 yards. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. Running right through him. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Cooper will come in motion right. Here's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Wolford. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run with Lynch. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Offense looks to punch it in here. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Defense showing blitz. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
6-18.
First throw of overtime for Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
In motion, Patterson. Now Carr. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And look out, I think he's going to go. The 20. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need. In motion, Patterson. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there in overtime. 52 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner.
Montana. You know, I'm like, yeah,